Khamzat Chimaev must fight Sean Strickland next. Guys, there's no debate. I had 24 hours to think about this, because here's what I don't want to do. I got to tell you, as an authority figure in this sport, I don't want to pan Imavov. I don't want to do that. I respect him. I respect what he's done. I respect his patience. But Sean Strickland fought him in head-to-head competition. Now, a couple of things came out. I am behind the scenes, and I can tell you, guys tiptoe around Chimaev. Guys are scared of Chimaev. He has a presence. Sean Strickland said, man, I used to be in the gym with this guy. He's a punk. Ask the people that were there. Sean Strickland said, when I come into a gym, I go find the biggest, baddest dude, and that's who I spar with. When Chimaev comes in the gym, he finds the easiest opponent, takes him in the corner, and beats the hell out of him. He's a bully. He said, people were there. There is one scenario, this is Sean Strickland talking, one scenario where we did a live go, and Chimaev started with my back. So he starts in an ideal position, and Sean says, I let him choke me. He goes, but what's the point? He's already there. It was a ridiculous position. It was ridiculous that we started in that position. I let him have a choke. He said the rest of the time I ran him out of the room, and there was people that saw it. Now, I wasn't there. I'm just telling you, as far as a promo goes, that's hot. That's very hot. If any version of that is accurate, and you've got to understand, that's open to interpretation. Is that what Sean thought happened? Because if it is, then that's what happened, right? And Chimaev would be open to a different interpretation. Matter of fact, Chimaev responded, and he never addressed it directly. He never addressed the workout or the take-the-back situation or the big guy, little guy. He said, I destroyed a guy that beat you twice. And he left it at that. Now, that is true, and that hurts. I mean, I will just tell you, like, upsetting Sean isn't the world's hardest thing to do. And by the way, I got to give Sean some credit. Sean Strickland is the Brunt Boot Athlete of the Week. What does that mean? That means I'm sending him a pair of Brunt boots. And by the way, you don't have to work these things in. These things come in already broken in. These are ready for a championship match. Marvin Hagler himself used to run 5 miles a day in a pair of boots. He was a military guy. You guys would like these boots for a limited time. You can save $10. Just go to bruntworkwear.com. Use my code Chael. Sean Strickland, congratulations. They will be in the mail. Now, when I say you can hurt somebody's feelings, okay? It's the truth that hurts. And you can piss Sean Strickland off fast. And while I tell you people tiptoe around Chimaev, that's true. Those same people tiptoe around Sean. I mean, from a level of entertainment, that's our fight. From a level of showing an integrity to the rankings, for a level of looking at what did we hold a main event for, right? If it wasn't to catapult you into something else, like everything about our sport says it's Sean versus Chimaev. And I don't want Imanov panned. But they met in head-to-head competition, and Imavov did something very interesting. I will tell you just as a fan where I'm sitting back, I'm kind of trying to guess what's going on. Imavov and Chimaev found each other, at least through the media and again through the rankings, in November of last year. And then both went very quiet. Oftentimes in our sport, when you're doing detective work and two guys go quiet, it's because they have a deal. They've got a deal done and they're just waiting for an announcement. Silence, many times in our sport, screams the answer. But all of a sudden, Chimaev resurfaces, and he's talking about 205 pounds, and he's talking about it very aggressively. He is not joking about the finger that he's putting in Alex Pereira's chest. That's just simply a fight that he's not going to get. He then starts talking about Prochazka, but again, Pereira and Prochazka have one thing in common, which is they're 205-pounders. Then you get people that know Chimaev, and a little rumor starts that he's weighing about 230 pounds, and he would just like to go to 205. Okay, then you hear from Imavov, and this was yesterday. He called out Sean Strickland. Now, I share that detail with you because if they did, in fact, have a fight that was done, and we were just getting ready for the announcement, White House, just for example, but that's a rumor, that's a headline that's been out there. That's not what somebody would do. Imavov would not. He would go, no, I'm the guy. I've been the guy. I've waited since November, checked the rankings, send me my paperwork. But he didn't do that. I mean, Imavov, quite frankly, was quite a sportsman. He was quite a competitor. I really appreciated his attitude. He didn't put his foot down and say, give me a title shot or I'm leaving. He didn't say anything like that. He called out Sean Strickland. I appreciate that. But before we get to that, if we don't give Sean an opportunity, you're not just not rewarding Sean that has rightfully earned this, not just for what he did to Imavov back when they competed. You're disrespecting everything that Fluffy Hernandez did. Fluffy Hernandez beat 9 men in a row. If Fluffy Hernandez beat Sean Strickland, that would be 10 in a row. 10 is the biggest number in the history of the UFC that anybody's had to do to get a title shot, and that distinction belongs to Merab. But to remind you, Merab was offered a title fight after 7. So the point that I'm making, if Fluffy Hernandez would have won and he would have gotten a title, we're being very disrespectful to the 9 men that Fluffy beat. We're being very disrespectful to the opportunity that Fluffy should have had. And when you play this game, it's the ultimate poker hand. You're all in. Whatever you got is on the line. You got a belt, it's on the line. It doesn't matter if you're undefeated and this guy's lost 5 fights. It doesn't matter if you're ranked number 1 and he's ranked number 8. When you get in there, it's all on the line, winner take all. Sean Strickland took it. Sean Strickland must be given an opportunity to fight Khamzat Chimaev.